Hi guys, today I'm going to be making a really fun, easy, delicious, and healthy spring recipe. And it's going to be a veggie grain bowl made with tons of veggies in our green and yellow theme that we have for the spring show. It's super easy to make, and I already have some of the ingredients kind of made, so I'm going to just talk you through it and talk a little bit about what's in it and how healthy it is and how easy it is to make for you guys to do at home. So first off, any kind of a grain bowl. You can use any kind of grain. I chose to use Farro, which is a whole wheat grain. It's actually started out as called an ancient grain from the Middle East. You can tend to find Farro coming from it quite a bit, but it's a really gorgeous, nutty, super healthy grain. You can see it; it almost looks like a puffy oatmeal. And there's tons and tons of nutrients and antioxidants and fiber and protein. So I thought it would be the perfect base to make a bowl. Bowls are all the rage nowadays, and they're so easy to make, and they're so healthy. So basically started out making some farro. It comes dry, just like a rice in a package. You're gonna soak it for maybe 15 minutes in some warm water. Then you're gonna drain it, and then I just boiled it in some water. You could also do some broth if you wanted, little salt, little herbs. I'm actually going to be tossing it later with that stuff, so I just did the plain water and plain salt and drained it, and then just tossed it in a tiny little bit of olive oil so it didn't stick. But you probably just need to cook it for about anywhere from 15-20 minutes up to, depending on how long you soaked them. So that's your farro base right there. For the veggies, my idea for the bowl was, it's a salad, but you could also serve it warm. So I'm kind of envisioning this recipe as a nice alternative to like a fried rice or, noodles and vegetables and things like that. Like Chinese dishes tend to have lots of sodium and MSG and a lot of sugar sometimes hidden in the sauces. So this is going to be really fresh and easy and super healthy alternative to that. Doesn't really have Asian flavors, but it's the same kind of a feel. So you could serve it warm or hot, like I said. Basically what we have in here is lots of fresh broccoli. You just wash it, trim it, cut it into little florets. I have some fresh asparagus that I actually just steamed ahead of time. There's also, I don't know if you guys can see in here, some nice yellow corn. I used frozen corn because it's just a little bit easier. You can buy one of those little bags and throw it in the microwave and steam it ahead of time, but just maybe do it a minute or so shy of what the cooking directions are, because you're going to cook it again later in the pan. I also have some sliced up zucchini and some yellow bell peppers. And the reason I chose those vegetables, again, going with our yellow and green theme, were the obvious choices, but bell peppers and broccoli are super healthy. There's lots of vitamin C going on in those. The corn is super healthy as well. And then asparagus. There's just all kinds of super healthy vitamins and minerals in this combination of vegetables going on. Easiest part is once you chop everything up or kind of pre-steam it and cook it, you're going to heat up a little bit of olive oil in a pan. I have a brand that I love. It's called 7 Barrels, and they have all different flavored, infused, natural extra virgin olive oils. This is their new Herb de Provence flavor, which is super delicious. It's got a little bit of like rosemary and thyme and some other fresh herb flavors in it already. So it gives the vegetables a super nice flavor. So you just heat up a little bit of the olive oil, medium, high, and then you're gonna throw all the veggies in, throw maybe a little bit of salt and pepper in there, and that's it. And you're gonna just toss them together, kind of stir fry them a little bit, get them nice and soft and tender, but not too mushy and not overcooked. Once those are done, you really kind of have all your ingredients. Now, the way we're going to assemble it, I'm going to show you the dressing that I'm going to make too, because like I mentioned, 7 Barrels has a really nice line of balsamics and olive oils. I made a really delicious, super healthy dressing that's going to go on top of the bowl once you assemble it. So what goes in here is, I usually do like 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 parts olive oil, to 1 part balsamic vinegar, and this is their pink grapefruit flavor, which is really great and fresh and delicious with all the flavors going on. With that, you do a little bit of olive oil. Actually, I do the olive oil last. You mix in your vinegar. I have some really delicious country French vinaigrette. It's a little bit of a seasoning that's got like tarragon chives, salt, pepper in it, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of these dried shallots. You're gonna kind of mix that all together, and then you're gonna slowly whisk in your olive oil until it's kind of emulsified, and you have this gorgeous, gorgeous thing here. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and that's kind of it. So let me just show you really quick how to make the bowl. You've got your farro here. Like I said, it's already cooked and drained. Toss a little olive oil so it's not sticking together. And this is a bigger bowl. So for your kids, you know, obviously you guys can do smaller portions if you want. So I do just a nice little layer at the bottom. And you're gonna kind of mix it together, and you can always add a little more on top. So a little bit of the farro. All the veggies are already, like I said, cooked and mixed together. So you're gonna just do a few scoops of those, put them on top. This is so good, you guys. It smells so delicious. And then you're gonna take a little bit of the salad dressing and just drizzle a couple teaspoons on top. And then, like I said, you can toss it all together or leave it as it is. I kind of did it with it on top. I also have some fresh cilantro here. You could also use parsley or basil or any kind of fresh green herb that you want, just to give it a little bit of that fresh, bright flavor for spring. Just tear it up, or you can chop it up into little pieces and sort of sprinkle those on top. And then a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And the best part, we've got crunchy pistachios, which are green and yellow, going with our theme, but also super, super nutritious, you guys. There's lots of like potassium, magnesium. It's an anti-inflammatory. These nuts are super delicious. They're not as low in carb as some of the other ones, but it doesn't matter. They have a great flavor, and they add a really nice crunch to the salad. And there you go. You have this beautiful spring grain veggie bowl. You guys could totally substitute other vegetables. You know, if you want to throw in some tomatoes or green beans or whatever your favorite flavors are. Again, you know, I'm doing green and yellow because they're just a nice flavor combination and pretty and colorful for spring. But it's super nutritious, super healthy, and you just got to try a bite. Oh my God, so good. This dressing is super delicious. Again, you could serve it hot or cold, but what's nice about it is if you did serve it hot, eat it for dinner one night, toss it with a little bit of the dressing, you could save it for the salad and eat it for lunch the next, you know, whole part of your week, or bring it to a picnic. Great for Mother's Day, Easter, any kind of fun picnic that you're having for the summer and spring. And you have a super fresh, really, really healthy dinner all in one bowl, and not too many pans used, and lots of bright, fresh flavors going on.